Reclaiming the self in a fragmented age. The architecture of normal. If we're going to get serious about studying human behavior, I have to start with the most uncomfortable place first, and that is ourselves. I want us to be the kind of people who actually understand why we say and do the things we do. Because when you finally pull back the curtain on your own motivations, you don't just become smarter, you become more discerning. You become a bit more patient, maybe a bit more graceful with the people around you, because you realize we're all operating on scripts that we didn't write. Think about the behavioral socialization process. Yeah, it sounds academic, doesn't it? But it's actually very personal. We're born into this world, and from day one, we're taught that we're taught what normal looks like. If you grew up in a home where your parents were in love and the bond was strong, that was your normal. If you grew up in a house of shouting, or worse, silence, that was your normal. We walk through life using our upbringing as a universal metric. But here's the reality: everyone has a different normal. And until we're committed to understanding where a person actually comes from, their history, the background, the trauma, we will never truly understand their behavior. We're just always just theorizing from a distance. So this socialization doesn't stop at the front door. We move from the family home into the school system, the schooling system, and that's and that's, or should I say, or what's the first thing we'll learn? Sorry, it's how to fit in. So we'll learn how to be uniformed. We wear ties. We follow the grammar rules. We'll learn very quickly that if you stick your head out, if you dare to be different, the monkeys will beat you down. we will learn that it's safe to conform and dangerous to be an individual. In the UK today, we see this playing out in a much more fragmented way. We've traded the schoolyard for a digital town square. We look at our peers, to the media, and to these digital institutions to tell us what's hot, what's not. We follow the David Beckhams of the world and whatever influence is currently trending because we generally like the haircut they've got. But because we have a primal, desperate need for connection, we're kind of terrified of being ostracized from that. So we'll look at society around us right now and it feels like it's fragmenting, doesn't it? It does to me. We've moved into this selfie culture where beauty is determined by an algorithm and a filter, and we see young people. Let's be honest, we see adults too modifying their faces, the language, the values, just to appear. God, speech is sometimes difficult to appease a digital audience. So we're sexting instead of relating. We're posting instead of living. It's like the metaphor there. We're witnessing a dumbing down of the self by outsourcing our personalities to our phones. We're losing the ability to stand on our own 2 feet. We've become so focused on fitting in that we've forgotten how to actually be. In our culture, particularly here in the UK, we often suffer from that underdog spirit, that metaphorical crab in a bucket mentality. Like if someone tries to climb the ladder to get to the bananas, the rest of the group pulls them down, back into the bucket. We're afraid to succeed because we're afraid of what the neighbours or followers will think. In life, people generally don't change the behaviour until one specific thing happens. Their desire to change becomes greater than their desire to remain the same. We usually only reach that point through extreme sorrow or despair. We reach it when we realize that following everyone else's rules hasn't actually given us the life that we wanted. We're connected to thousands, yet we've never felt more alone. That's the cost of conforming to a culture that doesn't serve you. The future of our society depends on whether we can break free from these societal institutions that are defining our own culture. We've been educated by the family, we've been educated by the school, the media, the government. They've all had a plan for your life. It's ironic, isn't it? So many people have a greater plan for your life than you do yourself. The development process of being a real human is about learning how to stand alone. It's about deciding what your rules are. It's about breaking free from the underdog mentality and the digital noise to forge a lifestyle that is actually yours. If we don't do this, we'll continue to fragment. We will continue to be uniformed, but empty. So my question to you is, where did you learn that your current habits are normal? And more importantly, are you ready to reach that stage where you are finally brave enough to change them? Because the only person you devastate when you live by other people's rules is yourself. It's time it's time to stop fitting in, start waking up. Thanks for listening. What do you think? Leave some comments down below about what you think. That's great. Thanks for listening. Bye.